All right, so they released the Oscar nominations. Let's check some of these out. I doubt some of my favorite films are going to be on this list, and I'm curious to see how many of them I've actually been able to see so far. So let's check out some of this list. All right, so we're off to the gates with the best motion picture. All Quiet on the Western Front, Avatar: The Way of the Water. I guess I'll just go one by one. All Quiet on the Western Front, I haven't finished. I got started on it, and then I got pulled away, having to leave. So I want to come back to it. I'm just going to restart it when I go back to it. The 40 minutes of it I seen, I really enjoyed. So I just need to restart it and go back to it. But yeah, it makes sense. It's a war film that was pretty good from what I had seen of it. Avatar: The Way of the Water is... For the best picture, I don't know if I agree with this. There's other categories I would have thrown this into, but best picture, sure, I guess. Elvis, I've not seen yet. This, to me, looks super mediocre. So, pause, please. Coffee is more important than talking about Elvis. I know my mom really liked it. I've heard some good things. I've heard some mixed things about it. It's one, though, I'm seriously just not that interested in. I'm going to watch it at some point. It is on my watch list, but it is like, yeah, it's 2 hours and 40 minutes long. So it's nominated for 8. Well, spoilers, I guess. But yeah, I've not been like super interested in this, but I'll watch it eventually, I guess. Everything Everywhere All at Once is super good. Definitely deserves to be here. Banshees of Inisherin. I'm not sure how you say that. I have to look it up. On my watch list, I really want to watch this. It looks great. I love everybody involved with it. So yeah, I really want to watch this at some point. At some point I need to. The Fabelmans, new Steven Spielberg, I've heard pretty mixed things about. I've heard some people say it's like his best work. I've heard some people say it's me. I want to watch it. Hopefully it comes out on streaming. I really don't want to have to buy it to watch it, but it's not one that's like super high on my watch list. Top Gun Maverick, I still need to watch. I need to rewatch Top Gun, which is what's putting me off of watching Top Gun Maverick. It's been such a long time since I've watched Top Gun that I don't remember like anything about it, so I need to rewatch it. But Maverick, I've heard nothing but good things. It looks cool, so I'm excited to see it. I just need to sit down and watch both of them. Triangle of Sadness, I'm really excited to see. It's by the guy who did Force Majeure, which I thought was really good. He also did The Square, which I've always wanted to see and just haven't. But yeah, this I always thought looked good. It's got a great cast too, so excited to check this one out. I think this comes out on Criterion here soon. I think. Don't hold me to that. But I know Criterion's picking it up, but I think it comes out like within a couple months on Criterion, so definitely checking that out. Tar is super high on my watch list. Out of like the movies I still need to get let me with this chicken. Out of the movies I still need to get to in 2022 that are on my watch list, Tar is pretty much like right at the top. I've heard literally nothing but great things about this, and what I've heard about it, it just seems like it's right up my alley for movies. So this is actually one of them I think could break into my top 5 of 2022 just based off of expectations. So very excited to see that. I'm happy to see it nominated, I guess, even though I haven't seen it yet. And Women Talking, which I know nothing about. It's on my watch list, so there's that. Do Nothing, Stay or Fight or Leave. In 2010, the women of an isolated religious community grappled with reconciling a brutal reality with their faith. Yeah. So that's the best pictures. I have seen 2 of them apparently, which is not a good ratio, but every one of these is in my watch list that I haven't seen, so I'll get to them eventually. If I'm going to take a guess what will win, it'll probably be Women Talking, just because it's kind of political. And I've noticed the Oscars kind of lean into that a little bit. Leading role. Oh, wait, yeah. Speaking of which, where's The Whale? Why is The Whale not up here? The Whale is so good. Best leading actor, Austin Butler for Elvis. I figured he got a lot of love for that. Bill Nye for Living? Really? Okay. Living is on my watch list. This is a remake of Ikiru. I can never say that right. This movie by Akira Kurosawa, which I think is absolutely fantastic. I do want to see this. So, at some point. I'm still waiting for a lot of stuff to come out on like on Blu-ray or something like that. Colin Farrell for Banshees. Paul Mescalin for After Sun. After Sun looks really good. I really want to see that. My pick though is Brendan Fraser. I've not seen Living, Banshees, After Sun, or Elvis. I've only seen The Whale, but he was so good in this. Like The Whale, like it was. Brendan Fraser just like stole that whole movie. I'm not saying that in like a bad way, but he was just so ridiculously good in The Whale that like he completely deserves the Oscar. It's like one of the best performances I've seen so far the decade. I mean, yeah, it's only 2023. I guess even of last decade it would go up there as one of the best, if not the best. Like it was such a good performance that it's gonna last it's a defining performance. You know what I mean? Best performances in leading role. Ana de Armas for Blonde. I'm surprised to see anything where that movie is nominated. That movie was not very well received. Kate Blanchett for Tar. Michelle Yeoh for Everything Everywhere All at Once. Michelle Williams for The Fabelmans. What is To Leslie? Andrea Rosenbaugh? I don't know how to say her last name. I've never even heard of this. Part of true events, a West Texas single mother wins the lottery and squanders it all fast. If one is just as fast, leaving behind her heartbreak years after her charm running out nowhere. That actually seems cool. I'd like to see this. Yeah, I've never even heard of this. Huh. Is it out yet? Is that... Oh, yeah, it's had its run. Well, I'll be darned. I might have to check that out. Learn something new every day. Out of this bunch, I really like Michelle Williams as an actress, so like I want to give her like props. But to me, it's probably Michelle was so good in Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Kate Blanchett is a fantastic actress. So, but I haven't seen this. I definitely don't think Ana de Armas deserves it. Let me look at some of my favorite films of this year so far. So for me, like, I'm thinking of like lead actresses, like Anna Taylor-Joy in The Menu. Ralph Fiennes wasn't nominated for Best Lead. Really? He was so good though in that movie. He had another standout performance. Oh, Nicole Kidman from The Northman would have been a good choice. I guess she would be supporting actress, though, wouldn't she? She wouldn't really be lead. Jessie Buckley from Men. No nom? Okay. Some of these movies I'm not going to expect to be nominated because I arranged them differently in terms of, like, release date. I go based off of IMDb's widest release, and I know the Oscars doesn't play by those rules, so I don't expect them to be on here. Yeah, I don't know. That's probably... Oh! Well, I guess that's, would we consider older? I know Mia Goth would be a good one for Pearl, or X, I suppose, but I would lean more into Pearl. Would have been a good nomination. Viola Davis for The Woman King, which I kind of understand now why this movie has so much backlash after my reviews have been posted. Costa, hello. Welcome to the chat. I kind of understand why Viola Davis, why this movie's gotten some backlash, but like, Viola Davis was so good in that. Sophia Capella, if I'm saying that right, and Pleasure was really good. Don't know if it'd count for the Oscars, but yeah, there's performances I feel like that was completely ignored, especially like The Northman. Like, I hope The Northman got something. Best performance by an actor in a supporting role. Barry, Keoghan. I know who he is. I just don't know how to say his last name. And Brendan Gleeson from Banshees. Jude Hirsch for The Fabelmans. Key for Everything Everywhere All at Once. And Brian Trey Henry for Causeway. Which Causeway doesn't look super interesting to me. I don't know if I'm like that interested in like checking this out. I don't feel like I am. Maybe if it was on something other than Apple TV, I would consider it. But Apple TV is like, how many subscriptions do you need, really? You know? I'm giving it to Key. He was so good. Although I'd be happy probably with either one of these two getting it. I haven't seen the Fablemans, so, or I guess Causeway, but Key was so good, and it was such a great return for everywhere, for him, for everything, everywhere, all at once. It was such a great return. Best performance by an actress in a supporting role: Angela Bassett for Black Panther, Hong for The Whale, Carrie for Banshees, Jamie Lee Curtis, Everything Everywhere All at Once, which was super good, and Stephanie for Everything Everywhere All at Once. To me, it's one of these two. Again, I haven't seen Banshees yet. I really want to. I haven't seen Black Panther yet, but I don't imagine anything in a Marvel movie. And I'm not against Marvel movies. I like Marvel movies, but it's like, there's normally, like, the performances are never really the standout. I do want to see this, though. I'm waiting on Disney Plus to get it, to watch it. Nominated for 5. Spoilers. Spoilers, IMDb. Hong was super good in The Whale, but I kind of got to give it to Jamie Lee Curtis. Her role in Everything Everywhere All at Once was so much fun. It was such a good time. I kind of got to give it to Jamie Lee on that one. Again, there's other actresses that, like, I guess Nicole Kidman would probably lean into a supporting actress. For The Northman, that would have been good. Roy Kinnear as Min should probably been nominated as a supporting actor. So, yeah, I don't know. Best achievement in directing: Everything Everywhere All at Once, Banshees, Fablemans, Triangle of Sadness, and Tar. I've not seen Tar yet. Well, I've not seen these 4. But I feel pretty confident in saying Everything Everywhere All at Once should probably get it, because the direction in that movie is spot on. I mean, it's really, really solid direction to understand, like, how to structure this story and present these different themes visually and thematically. It's a super impressive film. Again, not seeing these ones. Banshees, Triangle, and Tar are both pretty high on my watch list. The Fablemans, not so much. I don't know. I'm just not that interested in it. I will see it at some point, though. But, I mean, if I was going to, like, think of best directing, like, yeah, it's probably going to Everything Everywhere All at Once. That or Min, for me, would have been, like, some of the top choices. And I got to keep in mind, too, my best of list is going to be drastically different than what's eligible for the Oscars. So, best original screenplay, I don't even got to read the rest of them. It's Everything Everywhere All at Once. It was such a great screenplay. There's so many great pieces to that movie. But to me, it's got to be the best screenplay. Like I said, I'm not seeing the other ones. It's the exact same lineup for best director. But I got to give it to Everything Everywhere All at Once. It's such a good movie, and it's such an original screenplay, too. Best adapted screenplay: Glass Onion, Top Gun, Living, Women Talking, all Quiet on the Western Front. I've not seen any of these yet. Glass Onion, I'm probably going to watch sometime soon, just because it's on Netflix. Yes, I don't know. I don't really have a dog in this fight. Yeah, I don't know. Living, maybe, because, like, that would be such an easy... That'd be such an easy film to transfer, to adapt. Especially, like, into any, like, period setting piece, too. Best achievement in cinematography. Alright. Really? You couldn't give this to The Northman? Are you really going to give nothing to The Northman? You turds. All Quiet on Western Front, what I had seen of it, the cinematography seemed really solid. Like I said, I want to finish it. Elvis, though, I guess I've not seen Elvis yet, but, like, I mean, just look at these screenshots. Like, these look like pretty standard, like, I don't know. It's not really, like, calling out to me as, like, oh my god, the cinematography. It just looks standard. Empire of Light? What is this? It's in my watch list, apparently. Oh, it's the new Sam Mendes movie. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's shot by Roger Deakins, so it's probably good looking for sure. Bardo, Alejandro G. Inarritu, if I'm saying his last name right, hopefully. He has some amazing visual sense and visual styles. I need to watch this at some point, so I understand why it probably got nominated for best cinematography. And Tar, I think Tar looks good on a cinematography standpoint by the just pictures, the stills. But again, it could just be something like Elvis, where it's like, it's solid, but it's not like best of the year just by those stills. To me, like, the Menu cinematography was really good. It was a really good looking film. The Northman cinematography, though, was like excellent. Like, why was this not? It was excellent. Why was this not nominated for best cinematography? Everything Everywhere All at Once also has really good cinematography. Men has great cinematography. Hell, the Batman does too. It's pretty good. I don't know, I guess my big three that kind of annoy me that isn't in that category is these three right here. Northman, Everything Everywhere All at Once, and Men. It is what it is, you know what I mean? Where was we at? Best achievement in film editing, Elvis, Everything Everyone Wants, Top Gun, Banshees, Tar. My vote's going to be Everything Everywhere All at Once until I see the other movies, but again, this movie is a technical movie. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the editing is so good in this movie. Best achievement in production design, All Quiet Western Front, Avatar: Way of the Water, Elvis, Babylon, and The Fabelmans. I've not seen Babylon yet. I've already mentioned these other ones, but I have to say it'd probably be Babylon in sense of production design, right? I've had a buddy of mine told me that I really should watch this on. I mean, look at this; it looks crazy. That I should watch this on a big screen because it's 100% a spectacle movie. And it looks like it, but it also, like, just from the like screenshots, that isn't this stuff. Go away. Like, yeah, the production design looks fantastic. The wardrobes, the costumes look all great. I mean, that's the biggest selling point for me with Babylon is the production design. So, Avatar is cool, but we already have a basis for Avatar for them to expand upon, and you know, I don't. Yeah, like, definitely give this movie CGI, but, like, production design, I don't know. Costume design, Babylon, Black Panther, Everything Everywhere at Once, Elvis, and Miss Harris Goes to Paris? What? Well, just from this little trailer, the costumes do look good. Never heard of this. So, a widowed cleaning lady in the 1950s London falls madly in love with a couture de jour dress. I don't know how to say that. Yeah, doesn't look like it's for me. Again, just from stills, probably Babylon, but Black Panther does have some interesting looking costumes. I mean, look at this. This thing is wicked looking. It's really cool. I don't know. I guess I don't really have much of a dog in this fight. Best sound. The Batman got sound. I don't know. Again, with this one, Avatar's sound was okay. One thing I didn't mention in the short review was it kind of feels like some of Avatar's sound effects were recycled. So don't know if I would give it that. Definitely probably give it, like, Batman was good. I imagine Top Gun Maverick's sound design is really good. Is like really rock solid. But I would say it's probably the same thing with All Quiet on the Western Front and probably Elvis too. So don't know. I don't have a lot of answers because I guess I've not seen a lot of these movies yet. Best achievement, makeup and hairstyling. Give it to The Whale. That costume looked great. Where's like, are we not to best special effects yet? Best achievement in music written for motion pictures. Original score. I've not seen any of these, but that wouldn't be my answer. I think The Northman has a fantastic score. What are some other, like, score standouts? Hellbender. I like the score to it. I'm trying to look for actually like movies that would be qualified for 2022. Terrifier 2 had a really good score. Yeah, I guess not a lot of great scores floating around this year. The Northman is the one that like peeks out of my head as like the most like rememberable out of the bunch. I'm sure I probably said some of these other movies had good scores too, but like if just looking at this list without thinking about it, like the Northman would probably be in there. But whatever. Best achievement in music written for motion pictures, best original song. Oh, give it to RRR. Yeah. The song slaps. Yeah, give it to Triple R here. Not heard any of the other ones. But yeah, that song is a rip roar. Give that one. Give it to R. Give it to Triple R. Best achievements in visual effects is Avatar. There's no questions about it. The CGI in Avatar is just stunning. Give it to Avatar. Best documentary feature. I've not seen any of these. Although Fire of Love is on my watch list. All That Breathes. What's this one? HBO documentaries. Well, when's it getting released on HBO Max then? It's still running through the festival circuit, so it's going to be a second. House Made of Splinters. Children and staff in a special kind of home. Doesn't sound that interesting to me. All Beauty and the Bloodshed. Life artist Nan Golden. Not that interested. Documentaries, I'm a sucker for like true crime or like animal documentaries. Yeah, that actually sounds cool. That one's on HBO Max, so I can watch that one at some point. Shorts, I've not seen any of the shorts. Although, I would have to give it to one of... Wait, this is on Netflix? It's 41 minutes. Oh, I have to watch this, but you're going to call it... No, I don't know. I guess it's probably a short. To me, like a short should be like 20 minutes or less. To be considered. Best animated feature film, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, hard for me to say. The Sea Beast, Turning Red, and Puss in Boots, The Last Wish. I've not seen Puss in Boots yet. Super want to see that. Same thing with Marcel. Out of this bunch, give it to Del Toro's Pinocchio. But my pick would be Pompo the Cinephile, which probably wouldn't get the 2022 nomination. When does it have a U.S. release? It probably doesn't have like an actual like solid U.S. release. I guess April 27th. It probably would have been considered for like a 2021 movie. That movie was so good. Yeah, out of this lineup though, Pinocchio. I've not seen Puss in Boots yet. I think it looks awesome. Let me rephrase that. I thought this movie looked like trash when I first like saw like stills of it and like a TV spot for it. I was like, really? Like this? But I've heard nothing but good things, and the more that has come out about it, the more I'm like, this does look good. Just maybe I was like being stupid. But and Marcel I think looks super cute. Don't know if I'd call this animated though, because it is animated, but it's like, I don't know, I guess until I see it. It's got a lot of like live elements and stuff to it, but yeah, I'm really excited to see this. But yeah, you got to order it off of A24. It's an A24 exclusive like website to get the Blu-ray of it. Best animated short. Not seen any of these, but my pick would be What was that for last year? Oh, that might have been last year's. It was last year's because it's for Raya. Never mind. It was the Disney one that came with Raya. Or Raya, however. Yeah, I've not seen any of these. Best live action short. What was this one then? Oh, best documentary short subject. Actually read out the sentences, brain. Best live action short. I'm not seeing any of the shorts. Best international feature. EO got it. Nice. I want to see this. It looks super cute. The Quiet Girl I've not heard of. Close or Argentina. Probably all Quiet on the Western Front, but The Quiet Girl. Rural Ireland, 1981. And quiet, neglected girl is sent away from her dysfunctional family to live with foster parents for the summer. She blossoms in their care, but in this house, where is meant to be no secrets, she discovers one. Yeah, I'd watch it. Close. Just A24 got their fingers and everything. My goodness. Like every trailer that pops up now just says A24 at the beginning of it. It's friendship between 13-year-old. Oh yeah, this is already my watch list. I know what this is. I want to see this. I don't think it's had any US release. It hasn't. It just said January. So, gotta wait. Argentina, 1985. A team of lawyers take on the heads of Argentina's bloody military dictatorship during 1980s battle against the odds and race against the times. That actually sounds pretty cool. Yeah. No real dog in this fight, although I want to lean toward EO just because it's a movie about a donkey, which is hilariously cute. So that is the Oscar list for this year. I guess I've not seen majority of these, so I'm gonna have to watch these movies and have have more of an opinion when it comes around to Oscar time. I'll try to burn through these movies before the Oscars. I'm not going to watch everything. Obviously, all of the shorts categories, I'm probably not going to bother with. Maybe if they're on like YouTube or something, I'll maybe peek my head at. Otherwise, we'll see. Because like The Boy, the Mole, and the Fox and the Horse looks cute. Get out of here, Apple TV. Nobody wants you. Quit trying to be relevant and getting movies. Yeah, anyway, so I'm going to try to get through a lot of these movies before the actual Oscars happens, and then maybe I'll do like an updated video. But yeah, this is the Oscar noms for 2023. Super disappointed there's not more for The Whale. Super disappointed there's nothing for The Menu. Like, really? Super disappointed there's nothing for The Northman. Happy about Everything Everywhere All at Once. Super disappointed nothing for Men. Obviously, you know, some of these movies aren't going to be considered best of. Doctor Strange didn't get a special effects nom? Really? Okay, whatever. Bullet Train should have probably got something, maybe. I don't know. It's super fun, though. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent had some fun moments. Don't know if it's worth anything. Weird Al, I guess. Yeah, Daniel Radcliffe as Weird Al was super good. Old Friends, a documentary, like that couldn't be nominated for an Oscar. Yeah, so I guess, you know, some of my favorite films nobody cares about, but fun to see Triple R nominated for something. That song is a banger, though. Like, in all honesty, like, that song is a banger. Like, definitely give it to that. That movie was fun. Like Pearl, like Mia Goth wasn't nominated for Best Actress in Pearl. Like, her performance in Pearl was really, really good. Same thing with Viola Davis and The Woman King, which I understand why this movie gets a lot of hate, because I guess it's trying to sell itself as based on a true story, inspired by true events, which I never noticed until after watching and reviewing the movie. Yeah, some of these movies aren't going to work. Like David Earl as Brian and Brian and Charles, I think he was super good. Terrifier 2 soundtrack was awesome. Special effects in Terrifier 2 were amazing. Again, the Oscars kind of hate horror movies. It is what it is. I think, yeah, I think I'll have to watch a lot of movies and have an updated list, updated view or whatever. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, you can press the like button or subscribe. down below if you're not already. The little bell notification, if you turn it on, will let you know anytime I upload videos. So hope you enjoyed it. There's links to other things down in the description, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.